Life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. If you don't make mistakes, you're not working on hard enough problems. Believe and act as if it were impossible to fail. Defeat is not bitter unless you swallow it. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day that says, "I'll try again tomorrow." Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. It takes courage to grow up and turn out to be who you really are. A journey of 1,000 leagues begins beneath one's feet. The man who removes a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Life has no limitations, except the ones you make. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Though no one can go back and make a brand new start, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending. Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important, capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, just take another shot. Others can stop you temporarily, you are the only one who can do it permanently. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Motivation is a fire from within. If someone else tries to light that fire under you, chances are it will burn very briefly. Either you run the day, or the day runs you. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. Change your thoughts and you change your world. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Peace begins with a smile. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Everything has beauty, but not everyone can see. Always forgive your enemies, nothing annoys them so much. Beauty, without expression, tires. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Remember that happiness is a way of travel, not a destination. If you want to test your memory, try to recall what you were worrying about 1 year ago today. Happiness is not a goal, it is a byproduct. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. When you are totally at peace with yourself, nothing can shake you. For every minute you are angry you lose 60 seconds of happiness. He who angers you conquers you. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Self-reverence, self-knowledge, self-control, these three alone lead to power. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. The real opportunity for success lies within the person and not in the job. Never leave that till tomorrow which you can do today. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Education is like a double-edged sword. It may be turned to dangerous uses if it is not properly handled. A happy family is but an earlier heaven. Children are our most valuable resource. We cannot always build the future of our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. A friend is someone who knows all about you and still loves you. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Walk beside me and be my friend. It takes a great deal of courage to stand up to your enemies, but even more to stand up to your friends. Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light. A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it isn't open. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. When you judge another, you do not define them, you define yourself. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Love me when I least deserve it, because that's when I really need it. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Love is, above all else, the gift of oneself. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. This above all, to thine own self be true. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. We must not allow other people's limited perceptions to define us. Be a first-rate version of yourself, not a second-rate version of someone else. If I am not for myself, who is for me? And if I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. The only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people. There are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. In this world nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you'll never have enough.